it's not often we talk about this this particular industry here, Dorab. Now, tell us about the opportunities palm oil does have as a result, as a corollary of this spat between Washington and Beijing.
Well, Rishad, when one door shuts, another door opens. So if China, as Jim pointed out, is going to import less soybeans, and in fact they have been importing less soybeans, they crush less soybeans, they produce less soybean oil. So that is a huge opportunity for palm oil. And in fact, in the last 2 months, we have noticed palm oil imports into China substantially higher than they used to be in the past. So that's good news for palm oil. And we have seen a small rally in palm oil prices, which is a big relief to palm oil producers in this part of the world.
Now, what does it mean for other oils here in the long term and short term? How does it impact these other agricultural markets here, Dorab?
Well, palm oil is the biggest agricultural item apart from rice and cereals in Southeast Asia. And a huge amount of rural prosperity depends on palm oil. So palm oil prices have been pretty depressed for the last 1 year. Now there is a little bit of a rally, and people like me expect this rally to have some legs, at least for the next couple of months, because production is not very good. As you know, this region has been suffering from a lack of moisture. So provided the moisture comes back, provided climate normalizes and production begins to climb from the end of September onwards, provided these things happen, palm oil prices are poised for some kind of a rally. We believe that palm oil prices could recover by about 10%, which is a big deal for commodity prices.
Dorab, we've seen volatility in the agricultural space. Do you expect that to persist? And how do you see that impacting the way investors take bets?
Well, volatility will definitely be very much part of the scene. The climate is an important part. As I said, there is a mild El Nino which is affecting parts of Southeast Asia. And as a result, we expect that next year's production may not be so heavy. All things put together, I think prices are moving ahead, inching up to the great relief of the producers. But if climate normalizes, and if you have big crops of soybeans and sunflower seeds in other parts of the world, then palm oil could come under pressure once again towards the end of the year. Remember, palm oil's peak production season is October, November, and stocks generally tend to be very high in December and January. So that could mean that this rally which we are seeing, as I said, much to the delight of the producers, may not have enough legs to run. So yes, there is volatility. We could go up, then we could come down again.
The EU putting that limit, where does it go from here?
Well, right now prices on the third month of the Bursa Malaysia, which is the main exchange, are trading at about 2,050 ringgits. They bottomed out at about 1,900 ringgits. And 1,900 ringgits has been a very solid base for this market for the last 10 years. The market has never gone below 1,900 ringgits in the last 10 years. Before that, it had. So now they've bounced off that 1,900 floor. We are at 2,050, and we could go to 2,200 or even 2,250 ringgits. After that, post-September, we will have to watch the production. And if the production recovers strongly, then markets may not be able to make any further progress and may actually retrace. If production fails to recover or does not recover as strongly as the market expects, then this rally could have legs.
Dorab, there's one thing. It's got an awful image, palm oil, deforestation, the destruction of habitats for orangutans and other wildlife here. What is this industry doing to actually stop that, not reinvent the image, but reinvent itself?
Richard, the industry has done a great deal. The policing that is done by the NGOs means that the big plantation companies now have to up their game, and most of them have. There is, as you know, what is called the RSPO, or the Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil. In fact, we produce more sustainable palm oil than the world is prepared to buy. That is a paradox. People express fears, people express concerns about the orangutans, about the environment, and rightly
Dorab?
so. But when it comes to buying sustainable palm oil, they refuse.